Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. Welcome to this Twinmotion tutorial where I'll be making around 4 videos which will cover everything right from the downloading part to the end part where you are rendering, making panoramas, publishing things on cloud, and all of this will be covered into 4 videos. So try watching this video till the end, and if you want to proceed ahead, I have made a separate playlist which is named as Twinmotion tutorials. You can play the entire playlist, and I will make sure that anyone who watches this entire 4 videos is ready to use Twinmotion at its fullest. So without any delays, let's get started with the video, guys. So guys, let's start with the first point, which is how to download Twinmotion. For Twinmotion, you will need to download Epic Game. So Epic Games is not a game, it's just a library of all the games, and Twinmotion is owned by Epic Games. So you will first go into your Google Chrome or any browser that you are using and just type in Epic Games download, and the first link itself will come from Epic Game, where they will ask you, do you want to download it for Windows or not? So yes, you want to download it, and just click on it and the download will start. But of course, I'm not going to download it because I already have Twinmotion in my system. But the second thing, what are the requirements for Twinmotion? So let's type in Twinmotion requirements. So here are the specifications for Twinmotion. As you can see, like, you need 16 GB of RAM. You will need a graphic card. Graphic card is very important. If you can get an RTX graphic card, which will enable your ray tracing into it. And if you are going for an AMD graphic card, you can go for the highest video AMD Radeon graphic card that is there, that will be around 12 GB, or you can just go for 4060 6 GB graphic card that will do your work. Now we will be going on to our Epic Games. Here, if you don't have an account on Epic Game, you will have to create an account. You will have to sign up for Epic Games and then log into this Epic Game application that you have downloaded. And once you have clicked on Unreal Engine, you will find there will be a tab named Twinmotion. So click on that tab, and here the latest version of Twinmotion will be available for you. But you will have to go for education version, because if you go for a normal version, it won't get synced. Plus Twinmotion is free, so you can download Twinmotion 2024, but I am using Twinmotion EDU 2023 1.2, so I would suggest download this, or you can go for 2024 as well. So just click on install and it will start processing. So I'm going ahead and opening my Twinmotion EDU, that is education version 2023 1.2, and Twinmotion will start loading instantly. If your system configurations are good and everything, it will open up within seconds. And this is how the introduction screen will look like. So here's your home, and new scene is basically creating everything from scratch. On your home, every latest version that is available or update that is available will be here, and whatever your recent work that you have done will be over here. Now going to the templates. Here you will have a few basic templates. So for example, you want to do some product display, you will find it over here. Day and night, this is also a good way of working. I don't use any of this. I just go straight, create a new scene, and I work starting from that, because all of these scenes that you have, they have preloaded settings. So for example, if you want to show directly want to go ahead and do something about architecture and things, you can go for day and night skies, which is decent, but I would say I would start from a new scene. So just click here. This is your new scene, and this is the entire portion, how it will look like. And for controls, WASD is from W you move forward, A moves left, D right, S back, and Q is for up, and E is for down. Okay, and all your keys that are 1, 2, 3 and 4 are for the speed. So once you click just one, your speed will be very low. Like I am moving, but you can't see that I'm moving. 2 a little fast, 3 a little faster, 4 a little more faster, 5 very fast. So I usually keep it on 3 because it is okay, and 4 if the scene is very big. But here I will just keep it on 3 and just move ahead. So now this is your overall interface, and this is how Twinmotion looks. On the left side, you will find your library. We will go in depth with what does what. And over here, right above the library, you will find the home section, which will bring you again onto the template and recent projects and all of these things. So cancel out from here. Then you have files. Here you will have like open recent. So here all your recent things are there. Then save as, import, merge. So import, you will find two places import, in file section and over here on the lower browser section. Then you have edit, undo, redo. Here the controls are also written. So Control Z, as we all know, it's undo, and redo is Control Y. Copy, paste, delete, all of these things are there. Then you have preferences. So here you can change what kind of unit systems are you using. I always use meter. Then timestamp. I always use 24 hours timestamp. If you want, you can put 12 hours. Then graphic hardware, I have kept it on DirectX 12. This is recommended and you should also do the same. Part tracer, I don't have multi GPU, I have single graphic card, so I have just kept it over here. And here are all these sample settings. You don't have to fidget with it a lot. It's just basic, and I'm showing you what is what and where is what. Then you have quality. So here you have to allow it to go to the ultra quality, and this will be blocked out for you if your graphic requirements are not to the top. So for example, here I have kept everything on ultra. Point cloud, I don't use point cloud data. Point cloud is basically laser scanned models or something like that. So I don't use it. So I have just kept it on low. And here you have, if you have real-time rendering on, what kind of rendering output you want to see on your screen, not after you are exporting your renders. This is just, I have kept it on auto, it doesn't matter. And part tracer, I have kept it on 100% because I want to see exactly how it will look. But again, in the final render, the product becomes much more refined than what you will see on screen, but it is kind of very near to it if you keep it on 100%. So these are all of the things, and here is the interface. If you want to change language to any other language, here are all the languages that are available, and interface scale and all of these things. If you want to go ahead and change, I haven't changed anything. I like it how it is. Just click OK. Now coming to the library part, I'm going from left to right. So bear with me if you know all of these things. Here we have materials. If you click on materials, you will find all the materials that are visible and that are available for us. They have segregated it into different sections, exactly like Lumion. So you have glass materials. To apply material, you just have to click on it, hold your left mouse button and take the material on whatever element that you want to apply it at. And again, I will come to how you can segregate these two elements separately. For example, they both have the same material, and in Lumion we all know that if two elements have same materials, Lumion applies material to all of it together. In the latest version they have changed it, but it was doing that since years. But Twinmotion doesn't do that, and I will show how. Vegetation is basically all your trees, bushes, grass and everything. Here you can change the landscape. For example, if you want just flat landscape, drag it and drop it over here, and voila, you have your grass landscape. I will undo it because I want to show you other things also. Then going on objects, this is one of my favorite sections and something that Twinmotion has come up with, which Lumion doesn't have, is over here. So here you have in home, living room, bedroom, bathroom, everything you will find over here. Then you have city. City is basically your outdoor elements and materials, not materials, objects that are used outdoors in city environment. So all of these you will find over here. Then primitive. This is one of my favorite thing, and I think a lot of you will like it. So these are just basic shapes that you can manipulate. For example, starting ground. If I go here, it's just a massive ground that I can place, and I can manipulate however I want. So I will show you how you can scale and edit and all of these things. But for example, I can just do this to this material. But anyways, I will delete it. But I use all of these things a lot, and I'm not kidding, I literally use them a lot, because sometimes in your SketchUp models or Revit models, some elements are flickering, some elements are not showing properly, and you want to quickly do a render. So I just modify these blocks as walls and small objects or a very thin layer, and put exactly same material as wall and reduce the flicker or a missing object or a missing wall section. So I just use all of these things. They even have ramps and shit, so I love this. Second is decals. Decals is also one of my favorite, because guys, we don't usually have it in Lumion and other softwares. But look at this, the quality of decal is pretty good. You can see that it has a bump map as well. So here you can manipulate the size of the decals. So this is one of my favorite parts of Twinmotion. I will delete this for now. And again, you have water cubes, water cylinder, similar to what we have in Lumion. So this is a cube of water. Sounds very futuristic, but anyways. Next is sounds, doors, door animation, rotating door. I will go into depth later on into that. Then you have HDRI environment. So low sun environment, clear sky. So you will have a lot of skies over here. So once you drag and drop it, you can see now you have a very high quality HDRI sky. And here on the right hand section, you can go ahead and change the setting, whatever is allowed in HDRI. So you will go HDRI environment. Right now I am on sky dome effect. Intensity of light I can change over here. Then rotation of the sky I can change from here. And other details are over here. Horizon, if I enable it, can you see the buildings? And once you go on this, on the right hand side, you can select many different kinds of horizon. Then I have mega scans. Mega scans are high quality objects that you can download from the internet. So here you go, and you have all the different types of mega scans that are available. So for example, if I download one of the mega scans, I can, I think, show you. It is creating the object. and you can see the level of details that you will have over here on a Megascan. So very high quality detail elements that you can use from Megascan, and there are a lot of it. So try it out. It will just make your model and rendering a bit heavy, so watch out for that. And Sketchfab, basically you will be able to download 3D objects directly from online, and these are good for basic work if you want to do something, but I haven't used it as much. Character, again, you can put animated people. The people in Twinmotion are very high quality. I love the quality of the people and the characters that they have. You can get groups. You can come here and insert groups directly over here if you want animated characters. And here you will have specification how you want to animate this person. See, if you click on drinking, he will be drinking something. Ideal 1, then phoning. Sounds weird, but yeah, phoning 1 is this, phoning 2 is this. Clothes color you can change. So there are a lot of features that they have added over here. Now coming to the vehicles, again you have multiple vehicles. Then tools, in tools you have a lot of very interesting things. So I have this section tool. This I wish I had in Lumion, but we don't. But here you can see how you can use this section tool. So I have just mounted it. I'll show you in detail how this tool works later on, but this is basically the section tool. Then you have measure tool, reflection probes, nodes, and all of these things will be available for you. Okay, now let's talk about these bars that you can see at the bottom. First, you will see the import bar. So in import section, you will find this plus symbol, and here you can go ahead, open up a file, and wherever you have saved your files, basically I will go Twinmotion tutorial. I have this example for Twinmotion. This is a SketchUp file. Twinmotion can read SketchUp file directly. You don't have to do any editing to that. And here are the file types: FBX, SKP, OBJ, C4D, a datasmith. For Revit, you will have to convert your file type from a Revit file to datasmith file, and that plugin is also available online that I will show you in my next video. But these are the overview features. Then you will have material section. In this, whatever materials that you have used will start piling up over here, and if you bring up your SketchUp model, all the materials that you have in your SketchUp model will be displayed over here. Next section is your populate section. So it is basically, as you can see from the symbol, it is for trees, bushes, grass, and all of these things. So once you click on populate, you will find there are these different options. So these are foliage, path, and urban. So in urban, you can literally get urban context from online using a map. From foliage, you can just select foliage and paint. So here you will just go ahead and drop all the trees that you want to have in your foliage. So I have done all of these. Increase the diameter and just do this, and this is how you create foliage. Very simple, right? And this is how your foliage works. Next is your media. Media is basically creating views. We will go into details of media later on. I will just escape out of this foliage scene that I have selected, and everything that you insert in foliage can be grouped together. And here you will have another feature where you can reduce the diameter of eraser and erase certain trees that you don't want. For example, that tree is not needed, so this is how you do it. Once you go on to media, you will find different options available to you over here. So first is the image, then you have video, then you have panoramas, then you have set of panorama, then you have presentation walkthrough, where you will have compilation of images, videos and panoramas together. So you can do that as well over here. For image, you can just click and your image is grabbed. Whatever the settings that you have set for this image will be over here. On the right hand side, you will find environment, camera, render settings, effects. Effects is special effects basically. You can increase and decrease the contrast of the elements, and the image, which type and format you want that image to be. So 2K, 4K, 8K, depending on the capacity of your graphic card, things will be opening up for you over here. And for rendering, you will have two options: real-time path tracer. I will go into depth of this into my next or third video, so you can watch that video if you are watching it later in 2024. So you can go and watch the third video. I have covered that thing. So this is the media part. Then you have the export part. Once you click on export, you will have on the right hand side new functions and dialogues available. So here, to export anything, for example, I have just one image created over here right now, so I can just have just one option available. For example, if I go and create a video, then go ahead, add, if I do this and click on export, now I have video option available as well. Same will go for panorama and presentation also. So here you have to go and select the image that you want, and there is no OK button. Just move out of this window and it will disappear, and just start export. Before that, if you want to change any settings or anything, you can go ahead. Here you have the options, which format you want, what kind of refinement you want, and all of these settings are over here. And if you want to change any other settings of your image, you can go again into media and select what focal length you want, what rendering styles you want, and what kind of effects you want, and all of these things. Now coming on the right section, this is also a very important section. So all of your features of whatever you are selecting will be available over here. For example, if you are selecting a material, so for selection of material, you will see the material picker over here on the top. So click on this, select the material, and all the material and any sections that you select will appear over here, and you can edit based on all the settings that you have on this section. Above it, where you can see there is written scene, that is your property tab or your layer tab. Property tab is just below the layer tab. This is your layer tab, and here you will see all the elements that are there in this view. So for example, if you select this sphere, it will be selecting sphere over here, and graphics. And if you select this pedestal, so everything is over here. You can turn on and off this element, cylinder, turn on and off. Graphics, I don't know which material is that, but you can select and turn on and off different things. And on the top, you will find the main control panel where you have multiple different settings. So these are very important and very helpful. So first is your move. So once you select move, so any elements or object you select, you will have 3 quadrants over here. Okay, so you can see there is red. So red moves in this direction, similar to SketchUp. Then green, if you select this, green moves in other direction. Blue moves up on the Z direction. And if you select on the center, that is the yellow pivot point, it will just move and give you a capability of move it in any direction you want. And for example, I will select this pedestal, and if you select this blue part will help you rotate the object in its place. So if you want, you can just type in 90 and it will rotate your object for 90 degrees. So these things are very important and very helpful for me specifically. So this is the move command. Next we have the rotate command. So as soon as you select an object and select rotate command, your pivot point will change. Here you have not only one directional blue symbol, but you have green arc and red arc also available over here. So once you click on the red arc, you will be able to move it in this direction. Then green in this, blue again we have tested it already. So here again in move as well, you have the capability, in rotate as well, you have the capability of moving the object and rotating the object. So it is 2-in-1. Next is our scale command. If you click on scale, again this point will change, and you can see that you can scale any object in any direction. That's the best part of Twinmotion, I would say. For example, I can make this pedestal like this, or stretch it in this direction, or stretch it in upward direction. And it's not done yet. If you go on the center of it, click on it, hold your left click and move up, it will scale up, move down, it will scale down. So this is another feature that I love about Twinmotion. And next part, so I will take it up. For example, in Lumion, if you are a Lumion user, SketchUp user, you will understand what I am talking about. So this is move with collision. So basically this gives the Twinmotion interface the ability to detect where is ground, where is floor, wall and any other surface. I click this and drag it down. So now it will stop. And why it is stopping? Because it is colliding with this sphere. Yes guys, so it will have the capability of detecting objects in your model and move according to that. So this is the capability that it gives. And if I don't have it on, see what I can do. I can just cross it and go through it and probably go under the floor as well. Look at this. Next command is the gravity command. So what you basically saw what happened right now. So I can drop it again. If you select any object and click on gravity, it will just simulate this. So this is the overview of Twinmotion, and in next video we will be importing an object or a demo SketchUp file. I will be editing that file. I will be applying materials, editing materials. I will be inserting objects that are available in Twinmotion. I will teach you how to edit materials, and then we will set up few views also, and in next video we will render those views, and after that video we will go into the VR part of Twinmotion. So a lot of exciting things, and this was it for today's video. If you like this video, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel. I know this video went a bit long, but I think whatever I have said or whatever I am showing you in this video is very important to understand the interface of Twinmotion. Other than this, it will be very easy for all of us to do anything in Twinmotion. So go ahead, hit a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.